Evening all, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where you have just seen our entire factory has been torn down. We're going to completely start from scratch and build it up again. And first and foremost, what we're going to do is complete this milestone that we have for steel production. Like so, push the button, cut plonk.
Milestone reached. Steel production unlocked. Foundry and improved miner included to ensure efficiency of new pipelines. A collection of new, more complex parts is now available for crafting.
Cool, right. So what did we get? Oh, we have the miner Mark II and the foundry smelts 2 resources into alloy ingots. Ooh. Well, we're not going to get into that just yet. We are going to do the miner Mark IIs, however. I think they are something we're going to do. But again, yeah, now looking at the resources required. Yeah, maybe we'll set up everything with the miner Mark Is first and just do it as we go. We'll figure it out. But what I want to do, the idea that I'm going to have is, we have here a little entranceway on here, and the idea is that I'm going to have trucks or trains, when we get trains, come in from here, come along here. They're going to park up inside here, unload all their goods into a building that's going to be on this side, or yeah, probably on that side. Well, all the goods will be on this side. The buildings might be on this side and then transfer over, but we'll do the buildings on the west side, and then we're going to have from storage in here, we will have smelters probably above, smelting the goods down into ingots. This will probably be iron. I might put the other one in for copper. We don't really seem to be using any copper at all, so maybe I'll just put like 1 or 2 on the end and just have the rest for iron. But we'll smelt it all down and then put that into storage, and then we'll go over a building maybe, and build some other things. But the idea is going to be that essentially it's going to be this wide. I don't know what's in there. Oh, something I must have. There may be some other boxes like this just floating around in places that I missed as I was destroying it. But yeah, basically I'm going to have an array of smelters in here, and then as we get more supply come in and we're supplying more than our smelters can do, we'll just go up another floor and put another layer in above, and then up another one, and the same will go along. The next one will be obviously our plate production or pole production or something like that, but we'll have just a few in there, and then if we need more we'll just go up and build that way, which is a fantastic suggestion. Sophie Lou mentioned that one in the comments of the last video of building vertically, which I kind of did to start with up here. If you remember that very awful design where I had constructor on top of a constructor, but yeah, that would make sense. Another thing I want to do is move the hub. Let's actually move that, and I want to move the hub down here. We're going to put it right there. I'm going to put the hub right there. I'm going to face it that way, bring it over, like that, I think. Yeah, there we go. There's the hub. Awesome. So we've got that there. We've got the power just here next to our way in, which is fine. That's absolutely fine. Power is something that I need to make sure I remember to factor in. Got a little walkway here just in case I fall off as well, because it's a bit too high to climb up. But I also want to move the craft bench as well. You can come along. We're going to leave the rest up here for the minute. Leave this just as it is, I think. The concrete will come down in the future. Right now it can just stay there, because we don't particularly need it. Oh. Over as far as I can with that one. Not quite that far. Yeah, we'll go. Wow. So. That one? Nope. We're gonna go there then. Okay. So that's gonna go there. There we go. So we've got our main hub here, and then we've got this here to do what we want to do, and the power doesn't particularly matter all that much. I should be using the MAM a bit more as well. I think we should be researching things. Analysis power slug complete. Cool. Don't remember what we were doing with that.
The crystals on this slug can be harvested and converted into 2 power shards that function with current FICSIT technology. Several buildings would be capable of performing over 100% capacity if infused. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Oh, we can overclock buildings. Electrical buildings run faster, but I assume consume more power. Okay. Yeah, I assume they're everything. So that allows that unlocks overclocking, and that is probably the overclocking thing. I don't know. I've never done this, but we'll see. I haven't done the colour gun yet. I still haven't done jump pads. I've found no use for them. Over the weekend, I have been playing this with a friend on the forest map, the other map, and found use for them there. But on this map, we're doing okay. So not that fussed. There we go. Okay. What other milestone do we want to start unlocking? Well, I kind of want industrial containers Mark 2s, or industrial containers I should say. I think they would be really good. 48 slots is like twice the amount, and the conveyor Mark 3s are awesome as well. Obviously 270 resources respectively, so we'll put that in there. We won't be doing that anytime soon because we don't have any motors being made yet, but that's the idea that we're going to do. So if we're going to have our thing come down and drop off, what do you need to build a truck stock? We need rotors, cable, and modular frames. Well, I think we have those. Go back up here. We'll stash in everything in its own separate box, and then some offcuts there. The modular frames, rotors, cable. There we go. Okay. Will that let us build a truck stop? It will. Awesome. Okay, so how do these work? Right. The big crane on top. That's quite cool. I want to be careful there because there is a rock there, and I want to be able to access things. So, let's go on top of this building here, top of a hub. Never get up there. There's a way to do it, but I can never. Oh no, fell right off. That's not very helpful. Probably should put the lookout tower down here, or just go to the lookout tower up there. I think the way to get up is when the actual pod's back. The way to do it. So let's just try it here. So right, it's got 2 inputs and 1 output. That's interesting. Not actually as wide as I thought it was going to be. So let's do all of that. We'll put the actual stop there. So this is where our trucks will have to stop. It's got an output and 2 inputs, which is really interesting. What's that? To load or unload? What's that? Load. That's load. That's unload. Okay. And didn't it say it would also always refuels vehicles if it has access to matching fuel type? Okay, that's fine. That's great. So we could put coal in here, for instance. But if I then have it outputting from here, won't it take the coal out? I don't have any way to split resources. I don't know how I would have like I want to have a supply of coal coming into it, but I don't want it to fill up its inventory in here with coal, because then it would just take the coal out of here and put it into the system, which is not what I want. Oh, here comes our pod back. I don't know how these work. Let's grab a truck. Where is our truck? Truck's up here. We stashed it over here somewhere. There it is. Oh. Let's just drive off the cliff. They seem pretty indestructible, which is cool. So it's going to come along here, and it will park up here. Okay. Well, obviously it's not going to do anything because it doesn't have any power yet, but that's fine. And then, oh no, I want to access your workbench. So you've got coal. You've got 61 coal in you. And if I put, say, biofuel in here, and then have a conveyor coming out, can't afford because I need concrete. Damn it. Give me a foundation back, just temporarily. I can't bother to run up and get concrete from up there. So do that. Okay, but then if more biofuel goes in, which it can't. Okay, right. Experiment number 2. Let's take the biofuel back out again. Let's say we have a storage container, like so, with biofuel in it, for instance. It'll probably be coal, but no. Then we go, you go into there. Okay, there we go, taking biofuel. Awesome. And you're putting it nowhere. It's not going in there at all. That's unload. That's load. Well, you're not going in at all. That's interesting. So, what are these inputs for then? What about that one? Are they different? I do not know. Nope. What if I put 7 biofuel into there? Does any more go in? No, no more goes in. Ah, hold on. This isn't going to work because I'm an idiot. No machines accept any inputs if they have no power. Got to be careful doing that. You can run yourself over, I believe. So if I connect that power line to this machine here, like so, there we go. We're now getting fuel in our main inventory, not in the fuel tank. Right. Okay. So are these different at all? I don't think they are. I think they're both exactly the same, but no, it would appear as if look at that. Ah, right, no, it would appear as if this first one is actually for fuel, which makes sense because it is at the fuel system, and that's the storage. Right, so that's why there's 2 inputs. Okay, so we can pump coal down and have coal go into this. And if I grab those and just dump them in there, and that will get to 200, like so. Then it stops. Awesome. Right. Okay. We are learning things. I like this. So that means that that's the fuel source. So that goes into these containers here. So yeah, so we could pump coal into this. And then when our trucks come back, they will be coal powered, which would be awesome. And we don't have to worry about coal getting infected into the system. So that when we have the outputs go on, it'll go up and go over, I think. This one. And yeah, it'll be stored like that. That'll be awesome. Yeah, I think it's going to go up, over, and then come back down again inside the building over there, which yeah. Okay, so in that case, if I was to access your workbench, and let's say we'll put in those there, and we will say you're set to unload. I assume the arrow up is unload. That would make sense. And then we drive towards it. Yoink. Okay. And yeah, that grabbed loads of stuff, and didn't refuel the truck obviously because the truck is running on coal. So right, okay, take all and take that as well. We need to bring down coal and put it into this side one here, and that's the inventory. So when we build these elsewhere, we have to use this one here for like the iron going in. So yeah, okay. Do we want to build one elsewhere? Shall we play with that before we actually build the rest of this building? I kind of want to. I really kind of want to. So, do I have the resources to build another one of those? I do. Awesome. Do I have the resources to build, say, another mine? Do not. Okay, we need to build a miner, a portable miner. Bong. There we go. Okay, so now we can build a mine. We build a miner. We can build truck station. We need to bring power to it, which is probably the most awkward part, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, power is probably the most awkward part. Give me more concrete, thank you. Because we're going to have to run power cables all the way along to wherever it's going to. So let's go and find some more iron ore. Yeah. Solar would be a really, really good thing. Expensive. It would have to be expensive to balance stuff out. But it would be a really awesome thing to have. You could just put a solar panel down near a building and it'd run and run your building, which would be fantastic. Okay, that thing emits poison, doesn't it? But what if I crash into it? Oh, God, Lord, nothing. Nothing at all. I bounce off a bit. Okay. Okay. I also kind of thought that might have been that is Oblivion down there. Well, not here. That's one. There we go. Yeah, that looks like Oblivion down that hole there. So let's not go down there. I think the coal was pretty much... No, it wasn't. The coal was that way. Sorry, iron was that way, wasn't it? Ooh. What's that? That is a bit of lime. Don't remember coming to a ravine last time. Okay. Where is it? 180 meters. That way. Yeah, I went too far. Ah, it's copper there. Oh, cool. That's good. Copper's useful. There's the iron. There it is. Right. Was this the impure nodes? Long. Think you're stuck in the truck. No, you're not. Yeah, these are the impure nodes. So, do I want to harvest these? I suppose I could. There's no harm in harvesting them for a test, I suppose. Right. So what we want to do is we want to put down a truck stop. Facing like that way. Suppose something like that. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. And you're going to be on load. And then we want to mine away this here. Also, we need to run power out for the miners anyway. Now I think about it. So, yeah. Yeah, solar would be really good. A set and forget. There might even be solar in this. I don't know. I've never got. I know there is nuclear power because obviously that's the name of the. This one. There are biomass burners, but you've got to come out and manually feed them. Coal generators are really good, but you need coal nearby. So, yeah. Then I suppose if you went with solar, everyone will be building solar. Perhaps make them expensive to build or something. There we go. Yeah, there might be other ways there. Oh, actually, now I mentioned that, there is as I said before, I was playing with a friend over the weekend, trying to sort of learn, or show him the game. Really, that was what it was the idea of it, trying to find somebody else to get addicted to it. And we went out on an adventure and found things like quartz and stuff like that. So there are definitely things out in the world to find, which I've not been doing at all. I need to go on a journey, try and find some things, I suppose, at some point. Okay, we need to run that way, really long way that way. I didn't see. Oh, there's a space elevator. The other side of that arch, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this is going to have to be manually done. Wire is too long. Okay, so one up there. If I can, get up there. Come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Jump, jump. There we go. We'll go up here. And from there, we'll go. Can we get up the other side there? Yep, we can. Awesome. Grab some more berry nuts, because they're useful. Barrel nuts. Link. Come on. You. To hit. And link you. Up there. Or it's too steep, but it doesn't say the wire is too long, so that's good. We get up there, jump, there we go, parkour, awesome. Oh wow, just look at that, just that's stretching it about as far as that cable can go. Okay, so we're going to go up here, are we? Yeah, I think we are. We're going to go up there, and then from there we're going to go. We could in fact go along directly to the power can, but I think we're going to come this way because, well, I've run out of iron rods, so I need those again. But also I kind of want to get power somewhere near this, so we have power coming to it at least. So we haven't travelled that far. It's not as far as I thought it was. It just we took a long route round, but it's definitely far enough for to make a difference. I don't know how I'm going to run the power down to the base yet. I really wish I could just stick a power cable on top of the base. That'd be great. And then connect things to it, but I don't think I can, so it probably looks like it's going to have to be a power pole like here or something to start with. That is really close to that rock, so then that's going to have a power pole like up here. And then connect those two together, and then connect that one to that power pole. There we go. Good enough to me. Oh, and then I can connect those two to it as well. Then we can go the other side of this here, there, and connect that to that. There we go. Okay, that should be fine. We should still be able to get a wall in there. Yep, we can. Awesome. I don't know what walls I'm doing yet. Let's put a wall in there for a minute. This is going to be our way in. That's where it's going to be open. And that's where it's going to be walled off with all our storage and bits and pieces. So, yeah. Okie dokie. We need to get up there. See if I can figure that out. I don't believe I've ever been up there actually. Or have I, and I'm just being an idiot? No, I don't think I've ever been up there. Okay. Okay, how would one get up there then? Build a walkway? Sounds like a plan. Should we build it there? Ooh, I think what I'm going to do actually is build a T-crossing walkway like so, and then build it up there. So I can put a door in there, and that could be like the door entrance to the factory. This can also double up walkway as entrance to the higher levels. It just conveniently happens to go up to this area here, which we definitely haven't touched. Oh yes, because that's there. That's a work in progress thing. Doesn't do anything, so I'm going to leave them. I'll leave them be. I don't know if they will do anything in the future. Well, they will do something in the future, I guess. But basically, I don't want to touch them in case you need to do something when they're on the ground, and I don't want to pick them up and then find out that they break and go wrong. Whereas if I leave them as they are and then they change, it's there and it's changed. It's not in my inventory somewhere. So, yeah. Right, so that's powering along. And that should be running the miner, and the miner should be filling up the hub, I think. I hope all the truck stop should say. No, can't go up there. Okay, we'll go around. We'll go around. Should have brought the truck back. Oh. What is that? Let's go and investigate. Ooh, looks sulfur. Oh. Did we pick up sulfur already? Is that something that's done? Prime used for gunpowder. We make guns? I didn't even know that was a thing. And there was a power slug up there. I'm not really fussed about the power slugs. I saw a little bit on how overclocking kind of works, and you get more out of the buildings, but you end up using more power of them, and it's not an even ratio. So if you increase a building by 10%, it uses 20% more electricity. That's not actual numbers. I don't know what the actual numbers physically are, but that's sort of the gist of it. It costs more power than it would do, because obviously you're overclocking things in a small area. So, is it worth doing? Maybe. Don't know. But I'm not really fussed about it. Right, so we've got the loading and unloading there, and we need to figure a path back. Now, I can't follow the cable because I've obviously screwed that up by running the cable over a mountain. If I go this way around, I think we end up on the wrong side of the base, which is not really something I want to do. Yeah, we end up here, and we want to end up over there. We need to go around this mountain the opposite way. Okay. So, let's have a look how this works, shall we? Apparently you can just drive straight through and it picks up stuff. And not that there was anything in my inventory, but Oh, forward, 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 forward. Come on. What? What? What's happened? What's happened? Come on. What's happened? You've got no fuel. Why have you got no fuel? Did you just steal the fuel? No. Where did the coal go? Oh. Right. Okay. I think I know that. I think the coal disappeared into the ether. I seem to remember. Who was it who was playing? One of the YouTubers I was watching play this. Who they had lots of issues of their. Excuse me, can I have that coal, please? Thank you. They had lots of issues of every time they drove past a truck stop when the inventory in the truck was empty, the truck stop would grab the fuel from the truck and break it completely. I don't know if they've ever fixed it or if they just gave up on it. I stopped watching them because I didn't want to carry on ruining the thing for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in iron ore into there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I was going to say switch this off, but I think if I disconnect it from the power line, then it won't do anything. So I want to kind of start here. So let's hold C and let's go start recording. Boom. And then we will drive. And we leave those little marks on the ground. That tells us which way we were driving. And the further apart they are shows us the speed we were driving at. Now, I'm going to drive off a cliff there. That's not going to work on the way back. So I think what I'm going to do straight away is I'm going to stop recording. Finish recording. And we'll go and have a look, see. It has to be this way, isn't it? It's going to be up and around. Past the poison. Which doesn't actually appear to hurt us, luckily. Yeah, okay. So that's the way we're going to have to do this. Right. Okay. Stop. Back. Okay, so can we clear a path? Clear path, there we go. Bomb, clear path. Okay, so we want to start here. And we want to get this to turn around, don't we? So, start recording. Go down here. Turn around, come back up out so this one here. There will be a wall there, so I'm going to have to test this when the actual truck, when the wall is built and the truck doesn't crash into it. I think you can edit nodes, I'm not entirely sure. We can drive past the poison, doesn't hurt us. Awesome. We can just turn down here. There is the truck stop. We can then drive into the truck stop. Stop. Okay, let's pause recording for a moment. Let's have a look at you here. You're set to unload, you should be set to load. Okay, do you still have coal in you? No, wrong button. No, wrong button. There. Yes, you do. Awesome, but you don't have any iron ore in you. So I'm going to take some iron ore and put it in there to make sure I don't get broken. Okay, and then we're going to go resume recording. Turn around. we're going to drive back up along here. I can't see any of those markers. I was kind of hoping I could follow exactly the same path back, but I don't see any of them, so oh well, doesn't matter. We know what we're doing, we know where we're going. Down through here, yada yada yada. Whoa. And then stop there. Okay, and finish recording. There we go. Disable autopilot, show path nodes. Okay. So these are all the nodes, and apparently you can walk up to them and edit them, and all you can do is delete them. So I can't actually edit them at all, so you can't change anything. But essentially, if you have too many nodes in an area, so I could go, actually we don't want that one over there. Yes. So you're going to come down here. Oh, delete, yes. You're going to come down here. You stop here for a moment. And then you turn here, and then you go back up here. Okay. What are these pause ones here? Wait for 3 seconds. Wait for 3 seconds. So we don't need to wait for 3 seconds. Let's delete that one. And then let's delete that node as well. Okay, so it'll come from that one. It will come here. It's going to wait for, we'll say 5 seconds. Oh, confirm. There we go. And then it's going to go to this node onto here, to that node there, sorry, and then to that one there, so it'll just turn around. It'll drive along here. Yep, this is all fine. I'm just double checking the part. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just looking at the nodes and making sure that they are reasonable, that one of them isn't like out of place facing the wrong direction or something, because I don't particularly want the trucks to crash. Yeah. Okay, then we end up over here. Come in along here and we end up here. So we didn't actually stop here, did we? No, we paused it. So edit this node, delete that node, delete that node, delete that. Don't think. If I now go and park here and do a recording, can I do that? No, that just removes all of them. Okay, so you've got to do it all in one go. That is annoying. If I'm honest with you, that's little. I can't edit one of the nodes to say, hey, do better. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think I've got this right. Here comes our truck now. You can see we've got a much smaller circle here and a much better angling going on. We've got 10-second wait time here at this node. Comes our little truck. We will stop there. We get unloaded. And that should put in some more iron ore into here. And we can. Oh dear. What happened there? Well, that was not intentional. There we go. Okay. Ow. I'm being ragdolled out. Right, okay. You can actually jump on top of it, but obviously it's not going to let us do that now. But he will go along. He will drive all the way along, going off, doing his own little thing there. And we'll end up over at the truck stop over there. Wait for 10 seconds, fill up, drive all the way back along the same sort of path. And then come back. And no, he's going to stop right there. Not sure why. What's going on here? What's Rob? What's Rob? You've run out of fuel. Ah, yes. This is the thing that I think is an issue. He comes down, he'll stop here, then turn around and drive off that way, and then as he's driving off he'll get like a second grab, I think, and that's going to cause him to run out of fuel all the time, which is going to be a bit of a pain. I think that can be remedied by putting fuel into these, and then he'll be auto loaded with that. So yeah, but we'll see about that. But I think for now we are going to bring this episode to a close. So thank you very much for watching. Next episode we will start building our smeltery and get things going, and get back to producing the stuff we should be producing. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one, and until then, as always, have fun.